Greetings and welcome to my channel. My name is Ignatius and let's watch myself play some Dyson Sphere program. In the last episode I've prepared everything to start building this interstellar logistic systems, both the station and of course the vessel. I'm currently, or I was at that time currently, I'm researching both. And now I was going to hook up everything to bring the necessary materials to the crafters, so that once the research is finished I can start making the stations immediately. I started with a bit of an error. Because these, I believe, are the reinforced thrusters, which I gave both the station and the vessel crafters. Somehow I mixed it up with the microchips, I believe. Later on I repaired that mistake. I don't actually know if I filmed that or not. But right now it will not work as the way I'm going to wire this up, but I did repair it later on. So, thrusters, oh no, these were titanium, I believe, the new titanium, yes, the new titanium things. Okay, let me speed this up a little bit, because this is just me looking for all the required stuff and starting to get that. To the crafters. Oh, and of course at that point I had realized that I'm not yet making reinforced thrusters, but I do have everything necessary to make them. Part of which being this titanium stuff, which I then just stole from the interstellar logistics factories. Jesus, my brain is kind of off track today. I'm very sorry for that. Yes, here I make the drone and the station. Really big station. And I'm wrong. Apparently that both uses reinforced titanium stuff. Here, because the big stations require one small station and some additional stuff to make. Here I thought to exactly to be able to manually put in a couple of the smaller logistic stations so that they can be turned into big stations. Question remind us. Oh, of course. For a moment I thought I had made a connection between these two containers, but of course that was not the case. I placed heads on them. Here I was continuing to think about the planetary logistics station container. I thought I could do it this way, but ultimately I ended up deciding against, which I think will be fairly soon, because I was having doubts. And the doubts get heavier, and the doubts have won. So I ended up doing it completely differently. It's kind of cool watching myself, watching my own thinking there. Yes, the result is going to be that these stations are going to be brought here, and half of them are going to be, well, right now all of them are going to go down there, which I just realized as well. Yes, now half of the stations coming in here are going to the bigger, to the fabricator of the bigger stations, and the other half are going to go into this container to be delivered into the mall as normal. And with that, everything's set up. Okay, now I saw that I need those red glowy things, which I have right here. And all the question was here just how to get them to the logistics, to the fabricator. I would have gone a bit simpler if I had done it right now, but this works. Also, I just realized that something's not entirely right here. I think I realized that then too. There is no station being delivered from here to the mall. Let me speed it up a little bit. I had not realized that. Okay. At this point I was doing something else, which I honestly don't know. I was looking at some things. I was certainly thinking thoughts. I just don't know what thoughts. I was looking for something. That much seems obvious. And I found something. Green motors. Of course, I needed those for a recipe. For the reinforced thrusters, of course. I was smart. I knew I needed green motors for reinforced thrusters. And now I was just looking at the main line to see where I can put the reinforced thrusters in. Let me speed this up a little bit more. And yet more. And yet more, because this is just going to be me filling in the main line so far. Let's go a little bit slower. This is the connection. Perfection, and we are making thrusters. And we have the first interstellar logistics station. At that point I was very excited. I wanted to say upset, which I definitely wasn't. I was very excited that I already had the first finished interplanetary logistics station. Same thing as always. I realized that I'm not producing enough microchips, which of course goes back to the fact that I don't have enough silicon, which I think I was looking at here. And of course I was taking the reinforced thrusters and bringing them to the crafter that makes the drones, or the logistics vessels, to be completely precise. As every interstellar logistics station only requires 10 vessels, I don't need that many. So this being very slow, is something that I knew doesn't really matter all that much. I also realized here that of course everything was quite slow. Let me check the time. 1:16 of 1:19. 3 more minutes. It is very possible that I was just looking around here, trying to make up my mind what to do next. Okay, this is for the logistics vessels. I always have to look for them. And this is for the big stations. Perfect. Here I had decided, most likely decided, that I needed to do another titanium run, just to have more titanium in the system, to get more interplanetary or interstellar logistics stations.
Flight mode.
Intending for this to be the last manual cargo run I'll make. And to my knowledge it was the last one. So let us enjoy this.
Cruise ended.
Yes, I took a small look at how much fire ice I'd already gathered. And this is me being full.
Flight mode. Cruise mode.
I made sure to have enough distance to the planet to not end up having issues being trapped on the gas giant, which would be let's say unoptimal.
Cruise ended.
Not ideal at all. So I was full of titanium, which I was now going to bring into the system. That, by the way, is control right click. To make sure, control left click to make sure you pick everything up. And control right click, I believe, to transfer to the other inventory. The question is, nope. I did make an error with the drones, with the logistics vessels, and again, I do not recall if I repaired that in between episodes or not, but I certainly will, and I will continue when there is enough interplanetary or interstellar logistics stations to make a network, and which I did, of course. Until then, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and know the drill if you so choose, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.